Hi guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Tell me if you can. Also tell me if you cannot. And I will start checking what's going on. There you go. Okay, right, I can read your comments. Again, I have, as is becoming customary now, I have Facebook here and I have YouTube over here. Let me adjust this camera a little bit like that. Right, so, excuse me if I'm a little bit tired. It's 10 p.m. here in Russia, but I wanted to go, yeah, now it's comfortable, but I wanted to go online once again for the third day in a row to say a huge thank you to everybody here, because it's another special day today. And the thing is that Thursday was special because we launched our crowdfunding campaign. Yesterday was special because it was the end of day one and we were up at, I think, $17,000 or $15,000, I don't remember. But today, when I woke up at noon or something, we haven't slept several nights before that, I realized that after making the calculations that we were already above the 50% of our goal. So in less than 2 days, you guys pledged us more than half of what we need to make the new album and 5 new music videos. Now, how cool is that? We knew that we have a lot of fans. We knew that this was going to work, but we never imagined that we would reach half the goal in less than 2 days. That is absolutely amazing. It's actually so amazing that PayPal started checking our payments because there was a spike in revenue, and they suspected that something might be wrong. So I had to call PayPal support all the morning today. But that's absolutely fantastic. If it goes like this, then we will be able to make an absolutely huge online show on the new year, much bigger, much better. As I said, I won't tell you all my ideas for it because I want us to be the first band to actually do that, but it's gonna be something absolutely huge and fantastic. Also, you guys are giving us so much money to repair our van that it might be easier to buy a new one, but we're not going to do that. We're going to refurbish this one as we promised, and we will film some photos and videos showing the process. And last but not least, we wanted to share with you some demos of the upcoming songs. That's another advantage of staying without a label, because a label are all labels. They have this crazy idea that you're not allowed to give out anything for free. You should charge for every single fart. Now, we disagree with that concept, and probably like most of you here know about us through our 7 free songs campaign. So we invite people to join our mailing list, and in return we give them 7 free songs, so that immediately people have the ability to evaluate for themselves whether they like us or not, whether they want to continue with us or not. and that would have been totally impossible on any label. And this has brought us this. And another thing which would be totally impossible, I'm sweating here, it's plus 36 or something. Another thing that would have been totally impossible is, what was I saying? That sharing demo songs before the album is out. But we're going to do this, and those of you who visited our crowdfunding page, you have probably noticed that the main video has a demo version of the song, which is called The Call of the Towers. It's our longest song so far. We actually have 3 more demos, so it's not entire songs, it's just the intros, but they give you an idea of what the album is about. And we planned, and they will also be released in videos on the crowdfunding page. And we actually planned to do this later, like next week, the week after that, etc. But with like almost 55% of the goal already reached, we decided that we will start publishing them this week to give you guys more taste of what's there to come, because we really hope that we will be able to surpass the goal much further and raise much more than just $40,000. And every single dollar on top of that will be used to really make the music videos, the graphics, you know, the CGI, to film them like movies, to make them really, really, really cool. Something that is not that often in metal. You know, metal is a genre, it's a romantic genre, and it implies, you know, a lot of visual imagery and things like that. But most metal bands, including the bigger ones, they don't have the money to actually go out and film what they would want to film and produce it the way it should be produced, you know? Especially in symphonic metal, with this huge soundtrack type music, well, you want something like a movie, like a proper movie, for that to be the soundtrack of. So if we go above our goal, which is possible, as I see now, then we will really invest into heavy filming, into making this as realistic as Hollywood style as possible. Okay, in the music videos. Not saying that we will have enough money to record some live or orchestral stuff and so forth. So this seems to be able to turn into something even bigger than we anticipated, and we really thank you for your support. This once again proves that we made the right choice of sticking with you guys, with our fans, as opposed to sharing with record labels and other people in the industry. Ouch, this phone is hot, it might die. It's an old iPhone which I used to read your comments, and it's really hot. I think you can make some eggs here. So I will read your comments before it turns off, okay? Right. If you have any questions, feel free to post them, not just regarding the crowdfunding, but anything. I will be happy to answer. How do you see this? Okay, this one doesn't show me the... okay, there we go. Right. Amazing news. Really looking forward to hearing the new music. you can't imagine how we are looking forward to sharing all that music with you. Your music is worth it, and if I have spare at the end of the month, more will be donated. Hi from Scotland. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. This is really, really appreciated, and we will come to Scotland. We have a show in Glasgow booked, so see you there, I hope. Hi from Mexico. I really like your music. Great, thank you. As someone who strongly believes in doing it yourselves, I would love to see you guys do a book about your experience as a band without a label. Best wishes. Robert, I'm constantly tempted and actually asked by many people to teach this stuff, but I don't want to because I don't want to, to spray the focus. I want to stay focused on the music. To be quite honest, we don't enjoy doing all this administrative stuff. So, we completely understand the artists who go with the labels because then they can focus on the music. But the situation has forced us to do it this way because at first nobody noticed us. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with us, so we just had to simply do everything ourselves and rely on the fans. And then all of a sudden last year, I think that accumulated, it built up, and then our labels became interested, but by that time we were no longer interested, at least in the typical deals. And the typical deal is that you get 10-13% royalty, and most label expenses are recouped out of that royalty, which is the reason why most bands never see any cash from selling their music, including the big ones, because the bigger the band, the bigger the promotion budget, and they are taken from that share. Just to give you a comparison, one of the labels, I'm not going to say the name, but one of the top three in metal offered us a budget for this album of 11,000 euros. Okay, 11,000 euros. That's approximately $13,000. And in return for that, they wanted the rights for this album for 20 years. Can you imagine that? Now, you guys have already given us $22,000 without us having to recoup it, So it's not a loan. We already have it, We don't need to approve every step that we make, and the rights belong to us. So where is the benefit in those deals? I don't see it. The benefits are either if you are a small band who's just starting out and has no fans, then yeah. Or if you are a bigger band, bigger than we are, then you can dictate your own terms, and then you can get a good deal, which we're not totally ruling out in the future if the deal is good, because it should be good for us in the first place. But so far nobody has offered us anything that would not be possible to do on our own together with you guys. So you see? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see your other. So my point is, we don't like doing it ourselves. We just have to. But since we were forced, while the industry neglected us, we were forced to do this. Now we just continue because now it's the best option that we have. Impressed by the cover of the album. Shows the intelligence of the creation of the whole album. Thank you. That cover is actually, it has a lot in it. Let's see if you guys can decipher at least half of the meanings which are there, and we will also be revealing them little by little. Or can I pre-order only the vinyl to Spurg because I haven't seen that option? Guys, this is not a pre-order, okay? This is crowdfunding. It's two different things. pre-order is when you pre-order the album. Crowdfunding is when you pledge us money so that we can release it. It's different things. Okay, this is not us selling things. There are rewards like limited editions which we give in return for your pledges, but don't confuse this with regular album purchases. It's not the same thing. The whole point here is to raise money, and thus there are large margins on top of the normal cost. So here you pay much more for, let's say, the vinyl or the CD, but A, you support us, you give us the money to do this, and second, you get a limited edition which nobody else will get. So that's the whole point. If you want to pre-order just something, wait for when the pre-order starts. I think it's going to be in November, but then it's going to be the regular edition, not this super limited backer only edition. So that's how it goes. That's the whole point, you know. Otherwise, it just turns into a fancy way of pre-selling the album, which we don't want to turn it into. We want this to be, you know, a way of you guys kind of investing in a certain way into what we do. Right. Demons is a great song. Say that to Powerwolf. Jane just did a cover. Could you put the videos to download in HD to the people who donate? What videos are you talking about? But in general, if people donate, they're gonna get everything. If you mean the music videos, then yes, of course. Yes, it's a good idea. We will do it. Or you are a mortal god. What? Being independent is definitely the way to go. All your fans are so excited. I would wish to be a god, but I'm just a regular and quite tired human being. Luckily, we will go on holiday hopefully in a few days. The first holiday in 2 years. It's going to last only a couple of weeks. We're going to stream a lot from the lakeside. And after that, it's studio, film, record, release until the new year, and then it's tour. So we already see that it's coming. I hope you guys will reach the goal very soon, and then we have to deliver. And we will. We have stuff to deliver. Right behind me is, I was just before this live, I was doing a rough demo mix of what I think is the most hit song on this record. You will hear it within the next few days. I deliberately don't want to play it here. I want to publish it on the crowdfunding page so that if anybody wants to hear it, they go there. Right. What do we have here? Would love to see a live stream with the rest of the band so we can get to know them better and find out what they were doing before music. First of all, that happened on the live show. Watch the online lockdown concert. That's number one. Number two, it's very difficult to bring everybody together because everybody is somewhere working on their own thing. And third, half of the band doesn't really know English, so English is almost my first language. It's like my first and a half language. Jay knows English well enough. Anna knows English quite well, and the rest of the guys will be just sitting there and saying, yeah, yes, cool. And Paul knows English a little bit, but still he wasn't very talkative on the live stream, although he's a diplomat by education, so he should. I've got mosquitoes here. So what's the point of having the entire band sitting like this and saying, yes, very good, cool. We can of course do that, but you know, in the end, it will be just mostly me speaking and all the rest just sitting there and smiling. We tried that before. Right. Greetings from Ukraine. Mikhail Lavrok. Zdravo будь. Looking forward to seeing the Netherlands. Oh yeah, guys, how are the floods? People from Germany, from Belgium, from Netherlands. I hope you're all okay. We're reading the news. It's terrible. Here we also have it's like in the United States and Canada. It's plus 36. We have intense heat like in Africa. I just put this costume for the live stream, and before that I was running around naked because it's just so hot. I'm not taking hot showers, I'm only taking cold showers because it's just everything else is useless. So the weather is going crazy. There is a good reason for that. And it's not just the climate change. Climate change is the consequence, not the reason. But I hope that everybody is fine wherever you are in Europe. So, right. Thank you for your input. We loved sharing the stage with you a few years ago. Oh, Stormrider. Hello. Manchester, UK would love to again one day. Well, come to the show. Any plans to do a North American tour in the next years? That's in terms of touring, that's a great goal for next year. As I said many times before, I really anticipate this to happen as soon as possible. Good evening, Air from London. Hi, Marquito. Right. Love your music and videos. Download the 7 free tracks. Will purchase the album. Wish you good luck. Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Well, that's how it goes, you know. You know, like with drugs, the first dose is for free. Then if you like it. So, if I get a silver edition, I'm going to contribute towards the crowdfunding, and as a reward, I get the silver edition. Exactly, precisely. That's how it works. Love the demo on the page. Thank you. That's actually currently my favorite song. It's actually quite sad, you know. Much of the album is very, you know, upbeat and, well, I wouldn't say happy, but it's energetic. But this song is like, it's really sad song, but it has some hope. Right, say hello to the man. Greetings from the Netherlands. Sure. How many languages do you speak? I speak two, Russian and English. How comes YouTube is faster but the quality on Facebook is way better? Are two reasons. First of all, Facebook, it's my Xiaomi, or how do you pronounce it? Xiaomi phone. It's new. And YouTube is an old iPhone 7. And for some reason, YouTube, not the iPhone, YouTube butchers the quality of the video when you go live from a mobile phone. I don't know why, but it's just the case. So that's the reason. Greetings from Costa Rica. I'd love to go there on holiday, guys. And you live there. I'm fine in the north. Down south in the Netherlands is bad. Well, let's hope it sorts out. The live album is great. I play frequently on my way to work in the mornings. Hopefully get the chance to watch you guys in Wales. I would love to play somewhere in Cardiff. See how it goes. Did you ever consider doing an album with orchestra? Well, actually all our albums are with an orchestra, or do you mean a real orchestra? Because we're using samples mostly. Well, if we get enough pledges on this crowdfunding, then we will deploy a real orchestra, and I know 3 different orchestras which we can deploy. С наилучшими пожеланиями из Берлина. Удачи всем предстоящим проектам. Спасибо. Can you take Alisa to Rotterdam? What Alisa do you mean? White Gloves? Well, she plays in a different band. Would love to see you tour with my friends Bandimer in Midnight City. That would be awesome. Everything is possible. We live in a small world. It's just 7 billion people. Did you ever consider... Have you tried StreamYard for live streaming? I know some of the big YouTubers. Yeah, I have OBS actually, but I can't be arsed to do all this setting up with a computer. It's much easier to stick a phone and press live, you know. Why it's butchering the quality, I don't know. Shouldn't be doing that. When you do it via OBS, it works very cool. Yeah. Carla Nightingale, I'm glad you like my new tattoo. Don't know if tag you. Wow, yes, I've seen that tattoo. It's an amazing tattoo. As I said, send it or publish it and we will share it. It's a wonderful Imperial Age tattoo. Fantastic. Right. Like real orchestra. Yeah, if we get enough money, we do it. Right, even though your music is absolutely amazing, really happy that I found Imperial Age. Thank you. We are glad to have you as a fan. Hello from United States. The weather here is hot and dry in some places, but perfect in other areas. All depends on your location. Well, you're another big country like us, so I guess you have all these possibilities, which is cool. But I heard that in British Columbia, the mussels are fried right on the seaside. Now that's not cool, at least for them. Let's see. YouTube comments. Okay. Аура, планируется ли концерт в Москве или вы по миру сначала? Ну, по миру предложений дофига. Из Москвы пока не поступало. Все как обычно. Yeah, I'm gonna pledge your Kickstarter campaign soon, and it's gonna be great indeed. Thank you, Carlos. Waiting impatiently. Can we donate in increments to reach different packages, or is that deemed by one-time donations? Dragon, I don't understand what you mean, but there are packages. So if you want individual stuff, you wait for when the album comes out, but then it's going to be different stuff. So it's not going to be the limited backer only edition. Right. I wish symphonic metal was more popular in the United States. You know, everybody's telling me that who's not from the United States. So, like Christopher from Therian always says, we haven't toured in America for like the past 15 years because nobody listens to symphonic metal in America. I don't know. Last time I checked, almost 60% of Imperial Age fans are from the United States. Not kidding here. So at least 60% of our sales come from the United States of America. We have 50,000 people on our mailing list, and more than half of those are from the United States. So I don't know, maybe it depends on the band, but at least our symphonic metal seems to fit very well there, which I'm endlessly happy about and can't wait to tour. Yeah, it's crazy. There are well-known bands that just don't own their own music and cannot perform it on streams because it would be copyright struck. Yeah. We encountered that. We tried to do last year. We were lured into distributing via the Orchard, which is the major distributor which does it for all the labels, digital distributor to Spotify and such. and all of a sudden I get copyright claims on all my YouTube videos on the channel. And the thing is that, for example, in TuneCore or in DistroKid, you can whitelist your own channel so that it doesn't claim the copyright on your YouTube channel. And I go like, what the hell? And I write to the distributor and I say, guys, this is absolutely crazy because YouTube is paying us money monthly, and now they're stop doing that, and what's going on? And they say, okay, we will try to sort it out. And then it turns out that the Orchard does not have the option to whitelist our YouTube channel. I mean, TuneCore has it, DistroKid has it, CD Baby has it, all the indie distributors, but the Orchard takes damn 20% of the revenue share, 20%, and they don't have this feature. What are we paying them for? You know, so yeah, and or previously we were promised that this will raise your streams, you know, that this will get you on editorial playlists, you know, bullshit, complete bullshit. 8 months passed, nothing happened, but we were paying 20% all the time. Just for comparison, DistroKid takes 0%. You pay $30 a year and you upload as much music as you wish and you get 100%. And guess what? The streams are exactly the same. All right. Investments from people who care are better than deals like that. Totally agree with you. That's why we're here. Order the gold and donate it. Thanks from the United States. Thank you, Jody. Thank you so much. This is really cool. When you all order the gold band, that's like super support. Hi, I'm Artyom from Ukraine. Здорово. Tim, I'm very happy to be able to help you guys meet your goals. I love your music and I hope to meet you guys in the United States in the future. God bless. Thank you, Tim. As I said, so many American fans. That's amazing. How many support bands will you have on your tour? Well, for the part 1, I think it's around 3 or 4, but it's no more than 2, I think, per concert. So they're joining different parts of the tour. But luckily, I no longer have to manage that. We have the agent who does that. And the deal is good. Right. For some reason, it's not showing me all the comments. Let me see here. Yeah, this is much better here. Mosquitoes. Ah! Ever consider to bring out an album in Russian? What's the point? I prefer to be heard by the entire world, not just by one country, no matter what country that is. You know, we consider ourselves citizens of the planet. We are not specifically attached to any patch of dirt, no matter how you make the borders and call it, you know. This is our planet. We're attached to this, you know. Not to whatever some main ape in a tribe decided, you know, how these apes, they mark their territory with their urine. They piss on a line and they say, this is our tribe and the rest are enemies, you know. We don't play that game. That's bullshit. Right. Are there any tickets left for tour 2022 in London? Yes, there are still left, although it's more than a half sold out. Tour.imperialage.com. Or you go to our website and there is a tour link there and you can use that. Right. How is the merchandise going? What do you mean? If you mean the crowdfunding, half of the goal in less than 2 days. We're shocked. We're positively shocked. Right. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about reaction videos? Do they help you at all? To be quite honest, I don't watch them. So, whether they are good or bad, I don't think they have any impact, to be honest. Not meaning to insult anybody, but the only thing that matters for a band is the amount of fans. Everything else is totally secondary. Right, okay. I guess it's time for us to wrap up. If you have any more questions to me on any topic, far away right now. If you don't, then let's call it a day. Once again, thank you guys so much for supporting us, for helping us out. This means the new world to us, and I'm being absolutely sincere here. I wanted to go online right now to share this with you, to say how grateful we are, and to promise you that we will stick up for it, and all this ton of music will be released before the year is over. And well guys, cheers and see you there, okay? Thanks again. Support us if you haven't done so. Oh, by the way, one very important thing, guys. Both to those who had the opportunity to support us and those who could not, you can all do one thing. Spread the word, okay? Please share it as much as possible everywhere, on all the pages, on all the groups, to your friends, you know, to your, I don't know, workmates, classmates, cats, dogs, neighbors, to everybody who forgot to hide. Share it with them, okay? And then we're absolutely gonna crush it, and it's gonna be totally fantastic. Okay guys, so once again, thank you so much, cheers, and see you later, okay? Bye bye.